Welcome back to Warfare Explained. If you've been following the series, you know we've already covered some of Iran's missile power. But today we're taking it to the next level. Now we're getting into the real game changers. Missiles so advanced, no air defense system in the world can stop them. These aren't just weapons, they're a message. Let's break down the unstoppable force of Iran's missile technology. This is the Ashura missile, nicknamed the crown of Iran's defense industry. It's one of Iran's most powerful medium-range ballistic missiles, officially revealed back in December 2008. Over the past years, Iran has developed a wide range of ballistic missiles, each designed for different threats. That's exactly why Iran is now one of the top missile powers in the region, and even the world. The Ashura was designed and developed by Shahid Bagheri Industries and the Sanam Industrial Group under Iran's Defense Ministry. Based on the Shahab-3 missile, Ashura is a major upgrade, especially in range. It can hit targets up to 2,500 kilometers away, enough to strike deep into occupied Palestine, even from eastern Iran. It stands around 19 to 23 meters tall, with a diameter of about 1.2 to 1.4 meters. The warhead weighs roughly 750 kilograms and carries multiple bomblets, giving it serious destructive power. Its shape is similar to the latest Shahab-3 models, with a tapered tip to reduce radar signature. And because its size matches older systems, it can be launched using existing platforms. What really sets it apart is the two-stage solid-fuel engine. Unlike liquid-fueled missiles like Shahab, Ashura uses solid fuel, which means it launches faster, sets up quicker, and gives the enemy less time to react. At Mach 6, about 8 kilometers per second, it's supersonic and nearly impossible to intercept. It flies low, fast, and under the radar, slipping past enemy missile defenses with precision. It's fully domestically built, can carry multiple warhead types, and is designed to hit hard. When Iran successfully tested the Ashura missile, Washington and Tel Aviv took it seriously, admitting this missile could hit any American target in Eastern Europe or any Israeli target with devastating impact. That's the Ashura missile. Want to know more about Iran's missile arsenal? Stick around and check out the rest of the series. This is Fateh, the first hypersonic missile developed by Iran. It has a range of 1,400 kilometers and reaches an insane speed of Mach 13. Yeah, you heard that right, 13 times the speed of sound. The name Fateh was personally chosen by Iran's supreme leader, and this missile is no ordinary weapon. It's a two-stage system built to pierce through any existing missile defense out there. What makes it even more impressive? It can fly both inside and outside Earth's atmosphere. And its guided warhead? It's built for pinpoint strikes. Here are the basics. Length, 3.6 meters. Range, 1,400 kilometers. Speed, Mach 13, around 16,000 kilometers per hour. Fuel type, solid. Fateh's warhead uses a solid fuel spherical engine with a movable nozzle, which means it can maneuver in all directions, even spin mid-air. The first stage of Fateh is similar to the Khyber-Shikan missile, using advanced composite solid fuel. But the second stage? That's where the magic happens. The hypersonic warhead itself is basically a full missile. It carries explosives, guidance systems, navigation, and its own solid fuel engine. That second stage motor uses vector thrust control, allowing it to adjust direction even in thin upper atmosphere layers, where traditional control fins don't work. And thanks to that second engine, it doesn't just maintain speed after separation, it actually accelerates, reaching up to Mach 15. Fateh can pull off unpredictable maneuvers mid-flight. These sudden course changes confuse enemy radars and make interception nearly impossible. Even in the denser lower atmosphere, it can still adjust its path with fins and thrust control to ensure high accuracy. And since the warhead is designed as a modular unit, it can potentially be mounted on other missile systems too. The real game changer? Solid fuel. Fateh doesn't need long prep times. It can launch in just a few minutes. That, plus its insane speed and maneuverability, gives the enemy almost zero time to respond. Bottom line, Fateh can outfly, outmaneuver, and outrun any current missile defense system. It's fast, smart, and built to strike hard. This is the Zulfiqar barrage missile, a tactical ballistic missile built for one thing: widespread destruction. It carries around 30 sub-bombs, each weighing 17 kilograms, making it perfect for hitting large, spread-out targets like airfields, runways, aircraft shelters, and enemy fortifications. This is SOMAR, Iran's long-range ground-launched cruise missile. It was officially unveiled on March 9, 2015, in a ceremony attended by top military officials, including General Amir Ali Hajizadeh. The missile is named after the city of SOMAR in western Iran. Designed by Iran's Aerospace Industries Organization, the SOMAR uses advanced tech in navigation, propulsion, and structural engineering. It's part of Iran's strategy to build smarter, more precise weapons with real deterrent power. Here's what we know. Range: 700 kilometers. Length: around 6 meters. Weight: 1,210 kilograms. While full specs haven't been released, many experts believe SOMAR is an evolved version of the Meshkat missile, which itself is inspired by the Soviet Kh-55, a cruise missile with a 3,000 kilometers range and nuclear capability. Unlike the air-launched Kh-55, SOMAR is ground-launched, so it likely uses a booster for initial thrust. But make no mistake, this isn't just a copy. Experts, even outside Iran, call it a serious engineering achievement. Yossi Rubin, former head of Israel's missile program, once said, "This isn't a reverse-engineered knockoff. This is original, advanced engineering. Hats off to the team that built it." SOMAR is small, agile, and radar-evading. It flies low, making it extremely hard to detect, and it's mobile enough to launch from almost anywhere inside Iran. Western analysts say it's one of the most advanced cruise missiles in the world. And if it performs anything like the Kh-55, it could potentially reach deep into Europe. Bottom line? SOMAR is quiet, precise, and deadly, another major step in Iran's evolving missile power. With a range of about 300 kilometers, Zulfiqar barrage is designed to strike targets around Iran's borders quickly and with deadly force. What makes this missile unique is its warhead. It's loaded with cluster munitions, explosive bomblets that separate before impact and rain down on a wide area. That's where the barrage name comes from. The warhead weighs around 900 kilograms, which is about 300 kilograms heavier than the Zulfiqar 1 and Zulfiqar 2 models. And with solid fuel propulsion, this missile is fast, mobile, and doesn't need prep time before launch. Out of the 3 Zulfiqar variants, Zulfiqar 1, Zulfiqar 2, and the barrage version, this one delivers the most destruction. It's got the same base specs as the others, but its 30 bomblets multiply the damage across a much wider area. And here's the kicker: a single Zulfiqar barrage missile is as effective as 36 standard Zulfiqar rockets. That means more precision, less waste, and a whole lot of firepower in one shot. These missiles can be launched from single, double, or even triple mobile launchers, giving Iran a rapid response weapon with high accuracy and devastating reach. Bottom line? The Zulfiqar barrage turns one missile into a storm of destruction, and it hits hard, fast, and without warning. Next up, Noor, Iran's long-range anti-ship cruise missile. Originally based on China's C-802, Iran upgraded and mass-produced Noor starting in the early 2000s. Over time, it's gone through multiple versions, each improving range, accuracy, and survivability. Let's break it down. Noor's evolved like this. Original version, 30 kilometers range. Phase 2, 130 kilometers. Phase 3, 170 kilometers. Ghautar version, up to 300 kilometers. Export version, 120 kilometers. The current version of Noor flies just 20 to 30 meters above the sea, and in the final attack phase, drops to as low as 5 to 7 meters, making it nearly impossible for ships to intercept. And it's fast, 0.9 Mach, going from 0 to full speed in seconds. It uses a solid fuel booster for the launch, then switches to a Talus 4 turbojet engine. Specs-wise: length, 6.4 meters. Diameter, 36 centimeters. Total weight, 715 kilograms. Warhead, 165 kilograms. High explosive, armor-piercing. Range, 170 kilometers. Optimized version. Guidance, inertial plus active radar seeker. Launch platforms, ships, submarines, aircraft, trucks. It's equipped with a powerful 2031 radar that can scan 210 kilometers of sea, track enemy ships, and control multiple launchers at once. That makes Noor not just a missile, but part of an advanced strike system. And when it hits, it dives low at the waterline, maximizing damage to ships and increasing the chance of a kill. It's used on Iran's warships, submarines, helicopters, and fighter jets like the F-4 Phantom. Even me, 17 choppers can carry 2 of them. With a 98% hit probability and decades of successful tests, Noor has become one of the most reliable and feared anti-ship missiles in the region. Bottom line? It's stealthy, smart, sea-skimming, and deadly. Last on the list, Urali, Iran's first land-launched cruise missile developed by the IRGC. It was first shown in 2014 during a visit by the Supreme Leader to a missile exhibition. Painted red, the Urali stood out, not just in color, but in capability. This missile uses a turbojet engine, has a range of about 700 kilometers, and carries a 200 kilograms warhead. It's primarily launched from ground platforms, but it can also be fired from helicopters, drones, and fighter jets like the IRGC's Su-22. In fact, its air launch capability gives it extended reach and flexible deployment, especially for long-range naval strikes. Urali starts with a solid fuel booster to get it off the ground, then switches to a turbojet engine that flies it to its target. It cruises at subsonic speed, which saves fuel and increases range. Design-wise, it's got a cylindrical body, fixed rectangular wings, air intake underneath, control fins in the rear, arranged 120 degrees apart for stability, and a top-mounted vertical stabilizer. Even though it's not supersonic, Urali is fuel-efficient and hard to detect, perfect for deep strike missions. Like most cruise missiles, it flies low, stays under the radar, and hits with precision. It can be equipped with different types of warheads depending on the mission, from large blast warheads to more specialized ones. After it was revealed, Urali got attention from international defense analysts. Outlets like Real Clear Defense and Missile Defense Advocacy highlighted it as a key step in Iran's cruise missile development. Bottom line, Urali is Iran's entry into ground-launched cruise missiles, flexible, stealthy, and designed for accurate long-range strikes. And that wraps up Part 3 of Iran's missile showcase. Of course, there are still plenty of other Iranian missiles we haven't covered in these videos, from tactical systems to long-range ones. Plus, there are missiles we don't even know about yet, projects that haven't been revealed publicly, classified upgrades, or systems still under development. What we've seen so far is just the surface of Iran's growing missile capability. If you're into military tech, regional power dynamics, or just want to know what's really out there, hit that subscribe button, because we're not done yet. More missiles, more systems, more behind-the-scenes breakdowns, coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.